Hey guys, Tavis Piattoly, Sports Dietitian, Taylor Hooten Foundation. Today I want to talk to you guys about the versatility of omega-3. Now, omega-3 or things like fish oil are probably the most versatile and my favorite nutrient. I think these ingredients have probably more benefits than just about any other type of ingredient on the market today. In just about everybody, everybody should be taking omega-3 or fish oil, unless there's a medical reason to do so. But before we really talk about the benefits, let's talk about the problem. The problem right now is our diets are so rich in omega-6 fats. These are things that are like fried foods, cooked in a lot of different types of vegetable oils, a lot of processed carbohydrates, use things like soybean oil. Soybean oil, 76% of soybean oil is omega-6 fat. Now, omega-6 still has some of the same benefits. With the right balance of omega-6 to omega-3 is 1 to 1 or 1 to 2, then you have an incredible amount of benefits from cardiovascular health, brain health, inflammation, etc. It's just the fact that our ratio in the United States of omega-6 to 3 is 20 to 1. When you look at countries that have high omega-3 index scores, you're like, well, what's the omega-3 index? This is just like a blood test, just like cholesterol. And to me, it's a better predictor when it looks like cardiovascular health if you're just looking at that compared to total cholesterol. There's other cholesterol and lipid markers and blood markers that really look at the heart a lot more deeper than just total cholesterol. But when you look at certain countries and studies they've done looking at omega-3 index, those that are greater than 8%, countries like Japan, Norway, Papua New Guinea, Okinawa, a lot of your Asian-based countries have a very low risk of cardiovascular disease. The studies they've done in those populations are just in individuals with a greater than 8% omega-3 index showed a significant reduction in cardiovascular disease as well as sudden cardiac death. In the United States, that number is less than 4% for the omega-3 index. So really, omega-3 has a lot of different benefits. When we raise that level, you have less inflammation in the body, you have less risk for cardiovascular disease, and also incredible for brain health. Just like our heart, we build up plaque in the arteries, we also build up what's called beta amyloid plaque in our brain. And research has demonstrated that omega-3 supplementation can reduce that. Keep in mind, our brain is 60% fat. 25% of the fat in our brain is DHA, one of the key fatty acids in omega-3. And that's the key. Two of the fatty acids in omega-3 that are most important are EPA and DHA. And I get a lot of people say, hey Tavis, what about flaxseed? Flax is a great omega-3. It just doesn't convert. It's an ALA, omega-3 type fat, but it doesn't convert to EPA and DHA. It's got a 1% conversion rate, and that is not beneficial at all when it comes to cardiovascular health, brain health, inflammation, etc. So the key though, there's all different types of fish oils on the market. And if you're vegan, there's algae oil that you can take. But don't just go into a drugstore and buy fish oil. Most fish oils on the counter, and most fish oils in general, are going to be ethyl ester. Now that doesn't mean it doesn't work. It's just the least bioavailable form. But a lot of companies use ethyl ester because it's inexpensive and it's cheap to use. And most companies that are using ethyl esters are using oxidized forms, which are not really good for the body, but also not good for the stomach. You want triglyceride based, or you want a krill or phospholipid type based fatty acid. Triglyceride based fish oils are going to be the most bioavailable and the most absorbed in the body and in the bloodstream, and are going to raise blood omega-3 levels better than others. That's what the data has shown us. How do you know if it's triglyceride based? You need to look on the bottle. If it does not say triglyceride based fish oil, then we really want to try to avoid that. Companies like Nordic Naturals has done a great job. They're the #1 selling fish oil company in the world. They focus strictly on fish oil. They do have some other products, but I've been a big fan of theirs for probably the last 12 years. I've given my daughter liquid fish oil since she's 3 months old for brain health and development. Now you ask, well, how much do you need? I always say start with 2 to 3 grams a day. That's really a good place to fight that inflammation. 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA. If you eat fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, halibut, that's great. Then you probably don't need to take a fish oil supplement. But if you're not eating those types of fish 3 to 4, 5 days a week, then you really want to consider taking a fish oil supplement. So tons of benefits. As we mentioned, brain, cardiovascular health, and inflammation, as well as great research in kids with ADD and ADHD. Autism. They did 16 studies in kids with ADD and ADHD. 13 of the 16 showed those kids can reduce their medicine. So that's an improvement. In autistic kids, we saw every marker of performance improve with kids with autism spectrum disorder. And if you're an athlete looking to take omega-3 or fish oil, make sure it's NSF for Sports certified. That's one reason I like the Nordic products. They have two products that are NSF for Sports certified when it comes to fish oil. So I hope that was very helpful for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and thanks for following TaylorHooten.org. Have a good day.